College tuition in America is absurdly high whether you stay in-state or not. But for a select few, going out of state for school looks like a dream despite the high cost.
I chose to go out of state for college for a couple different reasons, but mostly just like I wanted to start over and I wanted to not know anyone, and like I didn't want people to know me anymore. I'm just like clean slate.
Out-of-state students spend on average twice as much to attend a school as residents. Student loans are the second largest source of debt in the United States. Many Americans do not finish paying it off until well into their 40s.
I applied as a Western undergraduate exchange student, and what that just means is that it's 1.5 times in-state, so I fall somewhere between in and out of state, and so my backup school would have been Oregon State University, and once we did all the math, it came out to only like $5,000 more to come here every year, so like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, $20,000 extra isn't much when you're already in debt, so I went for it. I don't know the exact number of how much debt I'm in. I'm honestly scared to look, but it's around, I would guess around $70,000, and I'll be taking out probably another 17 this year for school.
For many out-of-state students, the emotional cost is just as high.
Going out of state's created more tension in my life. I guess the first reason is just because I have to keep a 3.0 for my Louis scholarship, which, I mean, I was already a grades person, so it hasn't been hard, but it definitely does put a little bit more pressure on classes. And, you know, since I'm in so much debt and I spend so much money to come here, that just puts that much more pressure like on me actually like going to class, doing well in class, like really working hard, and so like that kind of tension, I guess. But then also like the tension of like, you know, I'm alone out here. I have like literally no family. Like my family's in Oregon and Washington and Florida and Georgia. Like I couldn't be more like directly in the middle, far away from everyone. And so just like personal tension of like, who am I? Like, what do I do on my own? You know, kind of things like that.
The biggest detriment emotionally is a sense of homesickness. It is very common for out-of-state students to feel isolated, which leads to higher stress levels and dropout rates for these students.
I definitely have thought about that. Like, how would things have been different if I had stayed home and not left? So, I've definitely like thought about it, and like, you know, I can still go to grad school like in Oregon if I really want to, but like my home is here now, so.
Despite the high cost, there are ways to make it work for those who are truly devoted to the idea. Going to community college to get core credits done first can save thousands of dollars. If it is available, scholarships like Western Undergraduate Exchange can shave off massive amounts from tuition. In the end, it's a decision which will be different for each person's situation.
There's definitely a little bit of pushback from my parents because they didn't want me to like, you know, move 1,200 miles from home, but you know, in the end, like I knew it was what I needed to do, and even though it was scary and I knew literally no one, it was like completely worth it. And so just like actually taking that step and not being afraid of coming out here.